Yes! Yes! Hello everyone and welcome back to Dale Live. Hello everyone and welcome back. That is some fantastic audio coming into your ear holes for Dale Live. This is Dale Live for Friday, the 2nd of August 2024. 9:01 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Dale Segev coming at you. Thanks for joining us here on a Friday night. We are doing a Friday night stream. Glad you could make it. For those watching live or after the fact. You know, these are video on demand. I'm going to actually change the playlist live because it still says video on demand from Wednesdays. I haven't done a Wednesday live stream in ages. But glad you could all join me here on a Friday night. Today we're going to be doing some I'm Feeling Lucky news. We're going to go around the internet, gather all the news using Google's I'm Feeling Lucky button. Bet you didn't know that even existed still. But we're going to take advantage of it. And some Am I the A-hole a little bit later on. So if that sounds like a good idea to you, please consider liking this video, subscribing for some more live streams coming soon. We've got some Pokemon live streams coming up. I was in a mood. We haven't done a chatty live stream in a while. So thought I would practice my public speaking and do a talky live stream. Just doing some quality assurance checks here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Live stream. Just doing some quality okay. It seems fine on my end. So I will take that. I'll turn it down a little bit. This OBS update, by the way, OBS 30, it has been a lifesaver. I've had some pre-fixes. It's got some new transitions. I'm really liking it. So, really digging the update for it. There was a few updates ago that I did for mine. Eden's calling me. Hang on a sec. Hang on. This is Very Assurance. Hi, caller. You're live on the air. How can I help you?
Just thought I'd let you know that I am still alive.
Oh, great! I love the fact that you're still alive. I don't know if your audio is coming through the stream or not. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'll pause the background music. There we go.
Just in case you were worried that I wasn't home yet.
Well, yeah, I knew you were out, and you did text me to say that you were on your way home.
Yeah, I texted you to say that I was on my way home.
Correct.
I just thought I would call because it's been over an hour.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I was setting up for the stream, and now I'm on the stream. So, have you got something to tell the fine people?
Subscribe to the Dale Segev YouTube channel.
Okay.
Make donations.
Make donations. Yeah, my PayPal is. That might be an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Help us pay our mortgage.
Yes, you will help pay for our mortgage, so I can get a real living room as opposed to this green screen living room in the world that I live in.
Help Colin get more toys.
Help Colin. Yeah, the Help Colin Fund.
The Help Colin Fund.
The Help Colin Fund. Hashtag Help Colin Fund. At
Yes.
the Colin Segev on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, the Colin Segev.
The Colin Segev. Hang on. How do you remember the dog's Instagram but not your own?
I remember mine now because it's the Eden Segev.
And I'm the Dale Segev. And it's the Colin Segev.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Secondary YouTube channel, The Segevs, coming soon. No, not really. Oh my god. That would be so much work doing a family vlog channel. What would we even vlog about? It'd be just 2 videos a day of the dog walking.
The adventure videos.
It'd be a bunch of videos. Yeah, I don't even know how good your audio quality has been coming over the microphone, but I'm sure I'll find out later.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just started, so I can't even pose you an "Am I the a-hole" question. Actually, I will pose you one "Am I the a-hole" question. Am I the a-hole for asking my wife to get tested? Still sneak.
Tested for what?
Tested for potential naughty diseases.
No.
No. Oh, okay. Well, the rest of the live stream will have to stay tuned for about another 45 minutes before they actually find out the answer.
Okay.
Okay, great. I was going to ask you what you really wanted, but I don't know if you can actually say that on live. But anyway, all right. And Segev, everyone, thank you so much. Live call. I should take calls again on these live streams. I remember that from GLS days. That was fun.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe using a different mechanism than what I used to use. All right, everyone. Ed and Segev, everyone. Thanks for calling my personal telephone.
You are welcome.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Ed and Segev, everyone. Woo! Woo! I have to listen back to that. Hang on. Oh. This is me clapping. Alright. Thank you, Ed, for calling in. Hey, actually, Ed, speaking of which, got me this snow globe with this rubber ducky with the sunglasses on that I finally put up in my office, which is getting torn apart next week, so it doesn't really matter. But I finally got this thing out of the box, and it's weird because it's been keeping me sort of, I don't know. I haven't been clinically diagnosed, so I'm not going to say if I do or don't have a particular disease. But what I will say is if I can't focus, I will give my thing a little shake. No! No! Someone's going to clip the fact that I say on the internet that I shake my little ball thing. It helps me concentrate. I shake my little ball thing. That's right. And little white stuff comes out. Okay, this is not great. All right, moving. Ed and Segev, everyone on the telephone. Follow him at the Ed and Segev on all the platforms, and please follow our dog on Instagram. Ed manages that account, so if you do happen to follow it, please some love for Ed in the comments there. Love him to pieces. Alright. Yes. By the way. Oh, it's finally decided to turn on. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put this up here. I got this ring light too. Sorry, this is the next apropos of nothing. I got this ring light that I've just put up on the screen now, and it's piss poor. It's very, very bad. So I don't know. I found it. I shouldn't say I bought. Well, I probably did buy it eventually, but I found it, and it's very piss poor. So definitely don't know what to do about that. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. All right. Yes, this ring light has definitely, it serves no purpose, but so I might get rid of it when I pack up the office. But yeah, next week I have to pack up HQ here, my office, because I am getting it redone. I'm getting a new desk. We're simplifying things at Campbell D HQ, Campbell D Productions HQ, which doesn't make any sense because we're Segevs. But simplifying things a little bit, getting a new sit-stand desk so I can stand if I want to, which will be very, very good for I think Pokemon Go live streams particularly, because sitting it down for an hour and a half to 2 hours, I think last week's live stream went for nearly 2 hours, and just sitting for that time, not doing anything, doesn't really help me that much. So there's that going on. So they're coming in not next week, the week after, but that means I still have to prep for it. So next week I'll be backing up the office. They come in the week after. I'm getting the blinds replaced. We're getting that. It's going to look like a new room, which is going to be fantastic. A whole heap of furniture in this room already. And there's going to be more room in here for guests as well, so they don't feel like they're crammed by a desk that currently is a bit on the offside, and it's just big and clunky. So there you go. So that's happening around the HQ. So you might see a different background from time to time. We might be on the Sirius wall. If you know, you know. We might be on the Sirius wall for a week. Who knows? Who knows what the state of the live streams will be. So glad everyone has enjoyed the Pokemon Go videos as well. I am working on a Pokemon Go project. I don't know when that'll be out, so don't ask. No, I'm just kidding. That was a bit harsh. But what else is going on here in the Segev world? I feel like I haven't spoken. During the Pokemon Go video, Eden called in. The office is getting redone. I think I mentioned that last time, but didn't really talk about it. But yeah, new furniture. It's going to be fantastic. So, I think that's enough preamble. And we're going to get started on the I'm Feeling Lucky news. Alright, no, I can find... Hang on. Oh, no, we can use the I'm Feeling Lucky button on Google to find us a news theme. Alright, news theme song. News theme song. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what comes up. Hang on. I didn't think I'd give that a... I'm feeling lucky news. Yeah, that was surely that. All right. that was definitely a time. All right. Now, I do have a few things written down, so I can have a quick squiz at some particular categories, so we're not fumbling like last time. So, we're going to type in national news Australia August. Ooh, Jesus. 2024. Let's go video. I'm feeling lucky. Here we go. Let's see what comes up. SBS News. Ooh, I don't think we've had SBS News before. So, a change in categories might be good. Foreign Minister Penny Wong. This is the evening bulletin news for the 2nd of August. Oh wow, that's today. Wow, this is fresh. We're just going to go through the transcript here. I don't think we can get away with listening to the full 6-minute thing. Foreign Minister Penny Wong addresses Israeli review of their killing of an Australian aid worker, the Fair Work Commission applies to have branches of the construction union placed into administration and in sport. Oh, can I say the O word? I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting to try and navigate around if any of that comes up in natural conversation today. I'm not that big in order to have it be a worry. The big games. I mean, to be fair, I'm just gonna move my camera over to the other side. There we go. The big game organisers defend the food provided to athletes after a number of complaints. I want to see that. Hang on. Venezuela. No, hang on. That's not what it. Paris organisers have defended food quality and supplies to athletes staying in the village. It follows a number of complaints from multiple athletes that available nutrition is inadequate in terms of quality and quantity. This year, the game organising committee offered more vegetarian food to cut the average carbon emissions per meal in half compared to the previous games. But the first few days in the village resulted in an increased demand for steak, eggs. Oh, I didn't say it. I said the village. It settled down. Grueling competitors trading sessions. Oh, fair. Okay. The organising committee says it worked with several Michelin chefs along with the food contractor French national Sodexo. It sounds like a drug that you would hear. Paris 2024 communications director. I can say that. That's still not the O word. Anne Desclams claims the food quality should satisfy the athletes. Quote, we've heard a lot of comments. Most of them are positive. You're right to talk about the food. There is also a question of taste. Love this. Not to say that we're worked with ambassadors for the amount on the menu that are provided to the athletes. What? Oh, embraces. What? Not to say that we've worked with the embassies. The embraces. I love when I work with the embrace. When I work with the embraces. They are all shared with them previous to the games so that we can make sure we can provide the right menus and food for their performances. Okay, well. There you go. Venezuela's Supreme Court has accepted... How is this national news to Australia? Anyway, this is also SBS News. Whatever. Venezuela's Supreme Court accepted President the Venezuelan president request to audit last Sunday's controversial election results amid claims of election fraud. Election fraud in Venezuela? What? No. No way. Workplace Relations Minister Murray Watt announced that the General Manager of the Fair Work Commission has filed an application to the Federal Court of Australia to put several branches of the CFMEU into administration. This application, if successful, would vacate about 270 individuals from office, seizure control over finances and assets, which would control a majority vote in the relevant branches. The representative strongest action available to the government and the strongest action ever taken from a government against Australian union or employer group. Interesting. And Foreign Minister Penny Wong has been called for more accountability for Israel's targeted killing of Australian humanitarian worker Zomi Francom and her 6 World Central Kitchen colleagues. Ooh. Her comments follow an Israeli investigation into an incident that saw 2 officers removed and 3 reprimanded. Ms. Wong condemns the intentional attack on Ms. Francom's humanitarian convoy as unacceptable and called Gaza the deadliest place on earth to be an aid worker. Yeah, that's that's definitely not good by any stretch of the imagination. All I'll say on that front is it doesn't look like that part of the world is improving in the slightest. Sorry, I'm really thirsty today. I don't know why. I did work out earlier. That could be it, but I'm just very thirsty. I'm thirsty in general. Alright. So apparently that's in national news. That had nothing to do with national news. So now the next news topic that we need to take into account is world news. World news. Let's do headlines. Video. August 2024. I'm feeling lucky. Here we go.
Welcome.
Alright, the top US and world headlines as of 1st of August 2024 are here we go.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace.
Shout out to, I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Shout out to Democracy Now! Shout out Amy.
Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Israel says it's confirmed Hamas's top military commander, Mohammed Deif, was killed in an Israeli airstrike in southern Gaza on July 13th that killed some 100 people. Hamas has not responded to the claim. This comes amidst rapidly rising regional tensions following the killing of Hamas's political chief, Ismail Haniyeh, in a targeted Israeli strike in Tehran overnight Wednesday. That strike took place just hours after Israel bombed a Beirut suburb, killing a top Hezbollah leader.
I mean,
Hezbollah
also, this is from Democracy Now!, so I'm not surprised that it's gone political.
Confirmed on Wednesday, Fouad Shukr had died in the attack. Thousands gathered in Tehran today for Haniyeh's funeral procession ahead of his upcoming burial in Doha, Qatar. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who led today's funeral prayers, reportedly issued an order on Wednesday for Iran to strike Israel directly in retaliation.
Another one.
The UN's warning a dangerous escalation following.
I don't want to skip ahead, but I feel I need to. Okay.
And its associates.
Because this is 9 minutes, we need to get
through these
it.
latest developments after headlines. Elsewhere in Gaza on Wednesday, Al Jazeera reporters Ismail Al-Ghul and camera operator Rami Al-Rifi were killed in a targeted Israeli airstrike as they were covering the death of Ismail Haniyeh in Gaza City's Shati camp, where...
Okay. I'm glad they've censored this. Okay.
Part quote, "Let me tell you, my friend, that I no longer know the taste of sleep. The bodies of children and the screams of the injured and their blood-soaked images never leave my sight. The cry." Also, I want to make something clear. I'm not skipping ahead because I don't think this is important. It's very important. This topic is extremely important. I'm skipping ahead because A, I don't want to be taken down for copyright, which has happened before, and 2, there's a lot to get through because we're already 25 minutes in and we're cooking with oil. Cries of mothers and the wailing of men who are missing their loved ones never fade from my hearing. Al-Ghul added, quote, "I am tired, my friend."
Oh, that's sad. That is sad.
Donald Trump took to the stage
Here we
at the
go.
National Association of Black Journalists annual convention in Chicago Wednesday.
I did hear about this.
Described as an unhinged interview in which he openly attacked the panel of black women journalists who moderated the discussion. He accused ABC News reporter Rachel Scott of being nasty as he delivered this stunning response to a question about his Democratic opponent, Kamala Harris.
By the way, By the way, you know, the one thing about where the Dale Segev YouTube channel sits now is I don't have to follow the US election as heavy now as I used to. So I kind of only have to have it brought up every once in a while. But I will say that I did see the I did read about the assassination attempt on Mr. T here. It's crazy that to think that last election cycle I was covering this. Don't want to say religiously. That's a bit of a weird thing, but very, very heavily, because that's what the Generic Live Show was doing at the time. Whereas now it kind of just comes up in casual conversation. So I feel like it's a good thing when news stories about the election come up, the US election come up. So because I'm not sort of covering it, but that could change between now and say November. See, I don't even know when the election actually is. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. 2024 US election. It is held on Tuesday, the 5th of November, 2024. Also, can someone explain to me why elections are held on a Tuesday in the US? Is there some meaning behind that I don't understand? Because here in Australia, and that might be just not an ignorant thing to say, but sort of a blindsided thing for me to say, but I never got an answer on why elections are held on a Tuesday over in the US. Because here in Australia, they're held on a Saturday, they're held on a weekend, mainly because voting is compulsory here in Australia, and a Saturday seems to be the best day for everyone to be available. Of course, we've got early voting and absentee voting for those who can't make it to the polling place on a Saturday. But yeah, I don't really know why it's held on a Saturday. Anyway, back to Democracy Now!
I didn't know she was black until...
Sorry, that is still... it's still wild to me how you couldn't know if someone was... Anyway.
A number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
No comment.
So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't. Because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I
believe
think somebody should look into that too when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
Separately, Trump claimed he was the best president for black people since
great!
Abraham Lincoln.
Great!
Harris responded to Trump's comments as she spoke Wednesday evening at an event of the historically black sorority.
Okay, I will. What's fair for one's fair for the other. I did say I did miss it. I found it interesting. I find it interesting that I no longer have to listen to Mr. T's outlandish outtakes on life situation.
And the disrespect. And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve better.
All right, we're gonna cut that off. Thank you, Democracy Now! For giving us a world politics talk. And now that we've lost all viewership on planet Earth, let's move on to lifestyle news. I don't think we've ever covered lifestyle news on I'm Feeling Lucky News before. Lifestyle! Something I need. Lifestyle. Dial News 2024 video August. That's not. Oh god, can I spell August? Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what comes up on the Russian roulette. I'm feeling lucky. Here we go.
Hello there, you're watching the press.
The press review? Okay, I might preview this before.
Mashad will be with us from now until just before midnight. So let's see, would it remain the teenager accused of the stabbings?
No.
Say the police have...
This is not.
I'll take on far-right thought.
Okay.
Runs to reports coming but faced real action. Referencing scientists' plans to says GP.
Okay. I like this next one. Hang on. We gotta get this. We gotta give this the full attention. Hang on a sec. We gotta give this the full attention because this looks interesting.
The Daily Star's headline will send Noah's Ark to the moon, referencing scientists' plans to create a vault on the moon filled with samples of endangered species.
Aww. I thought they were going to. By the looks of this picture, yeah, by the looks of this picture, that they were going to send the original Noah's Ark to the moon. Although, okay, I'm going to break the rules a little bit because I want to talk about this news story in particular because we were talking about construction workers before. I want to talk about this news story here.
You've touched on it a few times. Where are we at?
That's not related to what we're talking about here. I know we're breaking the rules a little bit, but I want to talk about this news story before we move off of lifestyle. This was sent to me, so I wanted to get to it. And now that we're in the lifestyle category, tradies have revealed exactly how much the working culture has changed and what they can get away with in 2024. How work is changing. Even tradie culture has been overwhelmed from being loose and wild to professional and rigid. When builder Steven Sousamolis, yeah, that's totally how you pronounce. That's exactly how you pronounce that name. 28 started his apprenticeship 10 years ago. The way that he was treated was so unhinged, he wasn't even sure if he could repeat it. I got abused all the time, he told news.com.au. I'm not sure if I could say this, but you can't write it. I got things called like dumb C-word. Even worse than that, just every name under the sun, he said. A decade later, he said the kind of treatment just wouldn't fly now, at least on bigger construction sites. I think there's been a big change in tradie culture, he said. When he started, he had to be mentally strong to survive a culture and learn how to back himself. It wasn't about how to do the job, it was learning how to succeed when people were actively going against you. Mr. Sousamolis, which is exactly how you say that name, said despite the horrible treatment he endured, it did teach him resilience. But is glad Gen Zers don't have to put up with it. I hate it. As much as I hated it, it may be the person he said today. Cool. No one's going to put up with that crap now. It's not good for your self-esteem, and hounding a kid isn't going to get you the results you want. And I 100% agree with that. Everyone needs to be treated fairly. Former tradie Charlie Terwin said he also noticed a culture shift. He now works as a manager as apprentice RS in Western Australia. It is common for practical jokes that were passed down through the years have now changed, and the culture is focused around safety conscious and focused environment. Safety conscious and focused environment. Having a cheeky beer at a Friday afternoon in a workshop is now not acceptable, he said. The culture used to be louder and rowdier group, and now who would want to leave school stuck into working. Interesting. Gen Z tradie Dane Mackay, 22, has only ever worked with a more professional tradie culture. These days, the job is definitely more professional than what you might think, but I understand why it has to be that way, he told news.com.au. Mr. Mackay said that he works with a bunch of great guys and they have fun, but everyone's focused on their work. I think the reputation of tradies has had to change. I'm actually going to save that. Oh, a little sneak peek in what we're doing. Save that. I did want to get to that because that did get sent to me, so I wanted to get to that before. I know it's breaking the rules, but hey, if you comment articles you want me to talk about on the next I'm Feeling Lucky News, I'm going to talk about them. That came via direct message. So from one of my tradie friends. So shout out. All right, back to I'm Feeling Lucky. We got 2 more, I think. How long have we been yapping for? We've been yapping for 37 minutes. Okay. Let's do travel. Travel news 2024. August. Video. Oh, news, not new. New too, I guess. I'm feeling lucky. Here we go.
Burn is standing there, and of course.
Oh, great. Who wants to watch a random... Where even is this? South Africa. Oh, actually, this could be interesting. We're going to go all the way to South Africa for a traffic update. I mean, it is travel, I guess. Not quite what we were after, but hey, let's go all the way to South Africa for a traffic update.
Rob, happy Friday to you. And what's the commute looking like at this early morning time?
Yeah, happy.
By the way, I love the fact that they've got an interpreter there. That's really awesome to me. I don't know why, but I find it great that they've got a sign interpreter there.
Friday, SK, to you, good morning. South Africa, happy Friday. The commute is looking a lot better if you're in Mitchell's Plain, Khayelitsha region of Cape Town. I saw this tweet coming in yesterday.
This is a
from
traffic
Prasa,
update.
And it says, this week that we're in marks a new era for communities along the Central Line. This is the Metro Rail Central Line. As we roll out the People's Train for the first time on the line, communities from Langa, Nyanga, Khayelitsha and Mitchell's Plain can now travel on these high-tech trains. So that's
40% of Cape Town's commuters rely on the Central Line train to get to work. Why is that surprising to me?
really good news. I've just added a note there because this is amazing.
40%
of Cape Town commuters rely on that Central Line service. That's a lot of people that now have an extra option, particularly to get to work in the morning. It's the brand new trains. It's cheap. It's affordable. They are world class. So that's really good. If you're around Mitchell's Plain, Khayelitsha, Langa, Nyanga area, check out what's happening on Metro Rail and get along and use those trains. They really are a great service. It's really good to see Prasa and Metro Rail just continuing to expand the train network as well. So great news there.
Wow.
Now, if you've got to drive into Durban this morning, a reminder about the delays on the M4. These normally start.
Well, the train's good, but look at all this closure on the roads.
To backlog around about 7:20 past 7. It's to do with the demolition of China Mall, Brook Street. The extension of the M4 going to the CBD remains closed, and you have to sort of come off and go, work your way through the market area, and that just backs you up through Congela and Umbilo. There's no roadworks at Congela and Umbilo. That's all open, but it's just the backlog going into that closure. It happens every day, so just a heads up to hit some delays there this morning. Cape Town, big major upgrade works on the Coburg Road are going on right through until the month of September. If you need to go between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. between Cape Town and Tableview, Cape Town and Dunoon, probably a better idea to use Marine Drive or the N7 highway just to avoid getting caught in the construction. Saw there about a 13-minute delay. That's off the part of the day from 9 o'clock. And what we like to do on a Friday is give you an idea of where we're going with the price of fuel. And of course, we're already in August, but there's no change until next Wednesday. It's always the first Wednesday of the month, and this month it'll be next Wednesday. That'll be the first Wednesday. So it's looking good. It's it's only an estimate. These are not the officially changed prices, but just gives you an idea where we're going.
Petrol.
It looks like we'll be paying less on both petrol and diesel as we get into the price change for August. All right.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, enjoy. That was your traffic update from South Africa, courtesy of Google's I'm Feeling Lucky button. Don't quite understand how that works. But hey, you know, there you go. Thank you to the SABC. I'm sure that stands for the South African Broadcasting Corporation. Sure it does. All right, we're gonna round out here. I think my personal favorite here is entertainment. We always find something spicy and juicy in the entertainment category. This week will be no different. Oh, we didn't do sport. We haven't done tech. Entertainment. Let's just do entertainment. Let's keep it simple. Entertainment. I'm feeling lucky. Here we go. News.com.au. Always to deliver the entertainment news. Halle Berry claims ex-Oliver Martinez is trying to delay co-parenting. Sharon Stone explains how she suffered a black eye. Britney Spears excited to be making a movie memoir with Wicked director? Ooh. This could be interesting. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is probably going to be one of those talk-to-text video things, right? They always are, yeah. This is a talk-to text box video, which we love. We love these. The 42-year-old Alicia Automatic woman in me. Oh, I still have not. I need to put that on my list because I need to listen to that audiobook. Bro, I don't read, but I need to listen to that because I've heard so many good things about La Mitzwa Consoi. I'm kidding, but Woman in Me, I need to see that. The tombstone and lies that took up in stardom, blah blah blah. And Wanda will include devastating details which led her to the conservatorship for 13 years as an adult. Now it's been announced the Star's life story will be turned into a film. The director... What do you mean? Hang on. Do you mean Crossroads was not an accurate depiction of her life? Are you trying to tell me that that's not a correct depiction of her life? It's a okay movie, by the way, if you have never seen it. Page 6 broke the news on Thursday, revealing... We hear Crazy Rich Asian and Wicked director John M. Chu will be at the helm of the film with Mark Pratt of Legally Blonde and La La Land will produce. Interesting. The report came hot off the heels of an ex-post by Britney herself who teased working on a film project. Will it be called It's Britney Bitch? I want it to be called It's Britney Bitch so much. I so want this movie to be called It's Britney Bitch. How many times do you think I can get away with saying It's Britney Bitch? 1.1 million copies across all formats in the USA in the space of 1 week alone. At the beginning of the year, the memoir has sold over 2 million copies in the US, with estimates exceeding 3 million copies. Holy jeepers. That's a lot. That's a lot. Dearest gentle reader, this Bridgerton themed fridge is a must. What? Okay, I told you. We see a lot of stuff here. This Bridgerton themed fridge. Okay, milk's in jars. That's weird. Sorry, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a detour. A little detour. A little baby detour. Can someone explain to me what the purpose of decanting things is? Like, why would you... I mean, a water bottle's different, right? This thing's different, right? This green water bottle, which is apparently see-through. Which I'm going to have a swig of. It's getting thirsty. But, do you really think decanting a milk carton, which already exists, into a glass jar makes it better? Like, this water bottle, right, doesn't have a vessel to be transported, right, out of the tap. So you put it into a water bottle like this one, or an empty wine bottle, or a full wine bottle, after you drink the full wine bottle. Not that I've ever done that before, because we were out of water bottles at the time. Hey, look, listen, it was a different time. Right, but it's, yeah, you need a vessel for water, but a milk jug, right, a milk from a cardboard container that already has a vessel to be carried in, to be transported in. You can't tell me that you need to decant it into glass to then be transported. You're just dirtying a glass jar. Is there something I'm missing here? Let me know in the comments if there's something I'm missing here, because that's wild to me that you would need to decant it into a glass jar. Is it meant to be just a posh thing? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm that chick. I'm that girl from the Jason Derulo song. I don't understand. Remember her? I wonder what she's up to these days. Why are you putting photos in the fridge? What is that? Why are you putting photos of your loved ones in the fridge? What the hell, man? I don't put photos of loved ones in the fridge. Okay. Okay, a fruit bowl I get, right? Because it keeps it fresh. What is that? Daisy sour cream. Miss Daisy. By the way, I want to dress up as Daisy for Halloween. Okay, things in bowls I get, right? Things in containers I get. Okay. Right. Is this a... This can't be... Okay. Okay, first of all, no. Second of all, see rant above about the glass jars. Third of all, why are you putting photos of loved ones in the fridge? That's not normal. That's not normal. If anything, do not put photos of your loved ones in the fridge. Put them in your wallet. Put them on your screensaver to your phone. Put them on the wall. But do not put them in photo frames. Why do the photo frames have to be in the fridge? Ugh. This trendy shit does my head in. It just does my head in. Ugh.
This is my twist on the traditional Chilean cocktail called a terremoto, which means earthquake in Spanish. This cocktail is typically made with white wine, a scoop of pineapple ice cream, and a bit of grenadine.
It sure is. You know what? You know what you could do? Oh, ice cream.
To find in Aussie supermarkets, and I made adjustment to the taste because of a complaint from my grandmother. She didn't like eating.
Your grandma had photos of her loved ones in the fridge. I'm kidding. I don't know who this person is.
A sweet pineapple ice cream only to be hit with the sourness of the white wine underneath. So I thought
that's the point, Grandma. Shut up, Grandma.
Use the pieces of pineapple and juice from the can. Blend this with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and blend with white wine.
Shut up, Grandma.
And don't forget.
Go shove your photos in the fridge. That sounds like an insult. Go shove Your photos in the fridge. It's gotta be the funniest line I've ever said on a live stream.
It's our slow cooker, Sticky.
Cadbury Choc Tops, let's take
Oh, shut the front door.
and a smooth
Ah! What? Is this a thing? Hang on. Cad... Is this a thing? Where can I get this? Cold Cadbury freezer item finally sold in Coles and Woolworths 2 days ago. Ooh, $11.50? Ugh. Do I really want to pay $11.50 for a pack of 4 for Choc Tops?
This is the latest from the newsroom. A clip from a reptile zoo in the US has gone viral online.
Okay, there's a
with many
lot
saying
happening
it's the
here.
Stuff of nightmares.
Okay. What? Oh. Okay.
Cheers.
There's so much happening here. I'm so overwhelmed. Oh, it's got chocolate chips in it too?
Yes. Delicious Cadbury chocolate on the bottom and around the top. Creamy vanilla.
I mean, it's Choc
ice
Top. You'd
cream.
hope to God that it's on the
Cadbury
top.
Choc chips. This one's a winner.
Okay.
Definitely check it out.
No!
My twist on the this is my It's our slow cooker. It's our...
Can I please get an original?
Okay. There's so much happening. Ah! That was... okay. I am gonna pay $11.50 for the Choc Top ice creams. That is definitely happening at some point in my life. First of all. Second of all, Ed and I stayed up where we got married over the past week. It was a fun little getaway. It was fun. And we saw some lovely wildlife there, but we just also saw a snake, but not that big of a snake. But also, I did hear about this, where KFC is trialing AI drive-through workers, and let's see how this goes. I'm gonna love this.
Can I get you? Okay. Hey, it's Loz from
Hi, Loz.
.au, and this KFC behind me has a drive-thru operated by AI.
Oh,
It's
no.
lunchtime. I'm hungry. Let's go try it out.
What can I get you?
Can I please get an original crispy box? Can I get it in a large meal, please? Casey, what's on?
Me, when someone tries to tell me to do something, is just like, no. Me no inglés.
The original crispy burger.
It comes with the following options.
That is the most AI thing I've ever heard. No person's gonna be like, it comes with the following options. Large, small, or medium.
I didn't quite get that.
What? It comes with the following options. Oh wait, never mind, I didn't get it.
Okay, can I please just get a Twister meal? Can I please get some nuggets?
Which chicken nuggets would you like?
Actually, can you take the nuggets away?
Which chicken nuggets would you like?
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Okay. When do you put...
Pull forward.
It's... Thank you so much. I don't know if she got tipsy. There's no Twister meal.
Oh, there's no Twister meal. Aww. After all that. What's your favorite Taylor Swift song? I'm afraid I can't answer that.
My entire meal is missing. I'm gonna have to go in. I didn't get it. Here's how we rate Casey. My Twister didn't come in a meal, even though I asked for
We love
one.
Casey.
We got nuggets, even though we asked Casey to take it out of the order. And overall, the customer service skills were really lacking. At no point did she check to make sure that she had our order right. And
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
sitting there in silence after asking for each thing. Overall, would not recommend Casey to a friend. I think the good old-fashioned drive-through with a young worker is by far better.
We love Casey. Casey, listen. Look, I know people might be upset with AI whatever. That's a whole other debacle. But shout out to Casey. She tried her best. She didn't understand Lawson's request of taking the Nuggets away. Casey doesn't know who Taylor Swift is, which I respect. In 2024, I kind of respect that Casey doesn't know who Taylor Swift is. You know, shout out to Casey because Casey does not put photos of Grandma in the fridge. That's for sure. Alright. Hope you enjoyed this I'm Feeling Lucky news we've been doing. It's now time to move on to... Oh, hang on. I'm Feeling Lucky news theme again. Not feeling lucky. News outro video. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been I'm Feeling Lucky news. What? Okay, well, it was definitely 2 of the 3 of those things. Alright. The one at a time. Alright. Let's get on to the part of the live stream that you've all been waiting for. This right here, and we're gonna kick it off with the oh boy. Oh boy. Well, since the beginning of the live stream, the post that the post that Eden rang in to have his opinion on has since been removed since the beginning of this live stream. That's crazy. Right? That's actually insane. Judge, jury, and executor, not the a-hole. She had unprotected sex with 2 people and refuses to get tested yesterday. Massive red flag. I think Edna was in pessimist. Oh god. That's an option? Eh. Agreed, not the a-hole. OP, no test, no sex of any kind. You have no idea what coop these men have been in, and I guarantee neither does she. One of these situations. Sorry, Eden, we'll never know the contents of which we live in. I did just fall out of a coconut tree. Well, I could still look at the preview. I, 23 male, and my girlfriend, 20 female, got in a very heated argument a few weeks ago and decided that it was best to take a break for a while. I was the one who initiated the idea and she agreed. She didn't have a special... yeah. We all know how that ends. Alright. This one has poo mode activated in it too. So this can't be good. Am I the a-hole for vetoing putting an offer on my wife's dream house? What do we think? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Is she the a-hole for vetoing putting an offer on my wife's dream house? This one's hard because this could go one of 2 ways. This could be either the husband going, no, it's not what I want, so therefore we're not getting it, or it could be they could be in a tough financial situation. See that it's got poo mode activated. I'm gonna say a-hole because men. All right, and I am one, by the way. I'm not any fool to that. My wife, my wife, 34 female and I 38 male, are shopping for our first house. We both put together lists of needs and wants and deal breakers for our desired home. We both had similar lists in terms of needs and wants, multiple bedrooms and good schools for when we have kids. Ooh, 34, 38. You better, yeah. Hey, I'm not one to comment. Fenced-in yard for our dog, no major renovations needed, etc. We only had one real deal breaker. I told her that I refused to put an offer in a house that has a HOA. Now, for those people not in the know, the US has this thing called the Homeowners Association. Australia's equivalent would probably be a body corporate, but the problem with HOAs is the fact that it's houses that you own, whereas the body corporate is a governing body that controls apartments and unit complexes in Australia, put simply. I never understand HOAs. My parents lived in a HOA when I was a teenager, and I saw the most amount of BS that they had to go through all the time. I saw the amount of BS they had to go through all the time. There's no way I want to spend a huge amount of money and have to deal with that kind of thing, so who knows how many years? Oh, for who knows how many years? Okay. The house would check every single box in our need, and one list, and I'd still refuse to try and buy it. Oh, okay. He's refusing to budge. Well, I have a good sentence that starts with well. Our search has not been an easy one. We have been priced out of a lot of areas that we were hoping to live in, and the houses that are more within our budget are not exactly what we're looking for. We have toured dozens of houses, had offers rejected, had sellers try to get us into bidding wars, we've argued, we've disagreed, we've fought, it has sucked. Trust me, it sucks trying to buy a house. When Ed and I, it sucks even these days trying to be a renter, let alone anything else. Because, you know, you try and put your best foot forward, then you turn up to a rental inspection and you've got literally 40 other people trying to tour this 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, the 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom unit complex in a low social economic area. Just saying. Last week, I'm going to take a sip of coffee, hang on. Last week our realtor sent us a home that was just hitting the market. She was excited because she thought it was exactly what we were looking for. My wife fell in love with the pictures and wanted to set up a tour. But I was looking at the listing and saw it had a HOA. Ah, here we go. I told my wife that I didn't even want to go look since I didn't want to put an offer in. She decided to set up a tour with a realtor without me. She viewed the home without telling me about it, and then came home all excited to submit an offer. She spent the entire evening trying to convince me that it was her dream house, and that we needed to submit an offer before it was too late. She said there's no harm in submitting an offer to see what the sellers say. Ugh. I told her that she knows HOA is my #1 deal breaker, and that I find it pretty upsetting that she would go behind my back and do this on her own, and then try to convince me to compromise my stance. She tried to downplay how much an impact of a HOA would have on our lives, and told me a little inconvenience from an HOA wouldn't offset the joy in our home. But she's never lived in a HOA. She never lied in a HOA. Well, that's probably true too. She hasn't seen firsthand how nuts they could be and how stressful it could be for a homeowner. I reminded her that we started looking and that we both agreed that we'd put 2 yes decision. That we had to have a 2 yes decision, okay. Meaning that one of us vetoed a house for whatever reason, we wouldn't pursue it. She knows that HOA is my #1 veto reason. She's super pissed at me for vetoing her dream house. She's telling me we'll never find a house that checks so much of her wants and needs, and that I should let go of the HOA thing and submit an offer. I told her she's not letting her frustration with the process cloud her judgment, and she's taking it out on me. No, not the a-hole. You're not being super rude about it. You're just saying, hey, this is my stance. And she was the one who decided to go behind your back and put a bid on the market, on the house. Oh, no, I don't know if she did put a market, but she set up an appointment without you. Like, that's still a pretty dickish thing to do without you. Not gonna lie. It's... yeah, I would say that she's the a-hole. Yeah, you're not the a-hole. And you've experienced what HOAs can be like. I couldn't live in an HOA, hey. Like, if I had a freestanding house, let me do what I want with it. It's tough enough being in a body corporate in this the townhouse that we're in, because everything's going to go through a process, and that would be a lot in a HOA situation. I can only imagine. What are the comments saying? You're allowed to both have deal breakers, so regardless of what your deal breakers are, you are not the a-hole here. That said, I know that Reddit is a hate-filled rage goblin when it comes to HOAs, and they are absolutely horrible ones out there, but there are perfectly harmless ones. And there is even really nice ones that do a good job without being obnoxious. That's true too. Want to know how to tell? Go for a walk in the neighborhood on a Saturday. Say hi to people when you meet, pet their dogs, and talk to them around the neighborhood and the HOA. If it's garbage, people will be itching to tell you their horror stories. That's very true as well. They would be more than excited to tell you how garbage they are. Trust me. But that can change so quick if the board shifts. No HOA is better. That's true. One person can change and the whole thing flips up. Just saying. God. We're back to... oh my gosh. There's so many comments here about the HOAs. I want to know if this person's the a-hole or not. Okay, here we go. Finally, jeepers, we got to the bottom of that. Not the a-hole because you're trying to buy a house with two people is a effing tough process, and it can make assholes out of the most non-arshes among us. My partner and I just closed on a house we both loved and involved major compromises on both parts. I found it very difficult to treat things that were important to her but not to me as legitimate parts of her decision-making process rather than obstacles to a decision that satisfied myself. My suggestion would be get your realtor to give you a copy of the rules of the HOA, do some research and see if it's as bad as you fear. My old neighborhood had one on paper. In practice it did nothing. Ah, okay. Do as you say, not as you do. Interesting. Either way, your wife will appreciate your willingness to consider compromises on this issue. Okay. Any controversial ones here? Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Respect it. Everyone sucks here. It's an interesting take. We'll read this because it's an opposing take. You're basing your knowledge on HOA on your parents' bad experience. Okay, this is an angle. There are thousands upon thousands of HOAs. A lot of HOAs suck. That's not even up to debate. But they don't all suck. And they're not all out of the life miserable. Overruling every HOA without question is going to leave you with not much option to choice in a lot of areas, which is fair enough. I think you're the a-hole for refusing to even consider checking out the HOA before entirely overruling it. If you live in a neighborhood where the HOA crazies are out messing with people's grass, but I've also lived in ones where they simply paid to maintain common and recreation spaces and people were left alone unless they started filling their yard with junky cars or free-range chickens. That's true. I mean, research. That's all I can suggest with buying a new house. Trust me, I had 3.5 years of research going into this place. So, and yeah, not all organized groups, corporations, associations rather, are hot messes, but some of them can, so that could be definitely a deal breaker. I don't want to read super long ones here. Pardon me. Am I the a-hole for choosing my dog over my brother's wedding? I can't make this up. Jude the Dude 99. Am I the a-hole for choosing my dog over my brother's wedding? Yeah. Sorry. I think you're the a-hole. I haven't read it. I know it's on screen. But I think you're the a-hole. It's family, man. You can't not. That's coming from me, of all people. Alright. I, 24 male, have a brother, 27 male, who got married last week, and I unfortunately had to cancel last minute due to my dog ran out into the street and got hit by a bike. Ooh, actually. I'm the a-hole here. He's now fine, but at the time I had to rush him to the vet, and he was in a very, very rough shape. Pardon me, my doctor told me that he would need supervision for the next week, and this happened to be 3 days before the wedding, which was a no-pet wedding. I don't know if we explicitly said whether our wedding was a non-pet wedding or not. I didn't even think about that. That people could... I suppose knowing the venue, people could have brought their dogs if they really wanted to. Okay. I never really thought of it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, anyway. My brother made it very clear that it was a no-pet event, and I even told him the situation, but he wouldn't budge. So I told him that I had to cancel, that I would not be attending due to the fact that I needed to take care of my dog. A few days went by and my family is now upset with me because I didn't show up, and that I could have just got a dog sitter. That I disagree with also. But I didn't trust a random person or someone I didn't know much to take responsibility because my dog, if a few things that helped me get through COVID. So am I the a-hole for missing my brother's wedding to take care of my dog? There's not much context here, also. There's 413 upvotes and 505 comments. So that's an interesting tell on where this is going. But I don't... The context is kind of important, but I think there's a bit of everyone sucks here. Kind of depends on where the wedding was. Right. Kind of depends on where the wedding is. If it was a destination wedding makes it sound like we went to somewhere exotic. But if it was a campground wedding facility that Eden and I went to, then they definitely could have looked after the dog. The family would have been around. But was there, like, were all of your friends at the wedding too? Is that definitely, that's something to consider as well? Were all of your friends at this wedding? I don't know. He said that he could get anyone to babysit his dog, or dog sit rather, babysit. I don't know. That it just seems a little weird to me that no one was available to look after this dog. Oh boy, get ready. Beep boop. I'm so confused about these responses. Sorry, to me, this is you are the a-hole. Look, I have a dog I'm obsessed with, but a wedding for an immediate family member is a big deal. This is my perspective. I am landing on the a-hole here. Of course it's a no-pet wedding, but have you ever heard of a wedding that allows pets? I've never heard of a wedding that allows pets. I haven't either. It's just a concept that just occurred to me. There could be. You never know. Yeah. Hang on. I swear. Hang on. We're doing this. Aren't there videos of like dog ring bearers and stuff? I'm feeling lucky. No. Yeah, there's dogs at weddings. Look how cute this is. Aww. I would take a photo of this and stick it in my fridge. Yeah. 4 ways to include your dog in our wedding. 1, have them. Yeah, that's this cute thing. Have them mingle at cocktail hour. Just kind of gross. Include them in the wedding. Oh, yeah, that's true. Have them walk or run down the aisle. Before we get started, we need the rings. Yeah, they could be ring bearers. Thanks for coming, every party. That sounds like something Eden would say. Yeah, but this is definitely a thing. Dog gets distracted while walking down the aisle at the parents' wedding. Oh, this is going to be funny. Okay. I'm watching this. I can't believe this is what... I can't believe this is what my life has turned into, is we're watching dog videos on live streams. Oh, was that it? Okay, that was literally it. But alas, and notwithstanding, yes, you can have dogs at weddings. But the brother in this case decided that it was not appropriate. There you go. We didn't have the dog. No, we didn't have the dog at the time of the wedding, so Colin wasn't there. Because he wasn't in our lives yet. I mean, he was around. He was born. It turns 2 years old in September. That's crazy to me. Alright. If my sibling missed my wedding for this, I'd be pissed. You could have got a dog sitter. There's plenty of ways to make sure a person is capable. I kind of agree. It's your family. You have such unhealthy codependency with my dog, but you're the a-hole. The fact that the brother needed to specify that it was a no-pet wedding tells me that OP had an unhealthy attachment to his dog, that an announcement was specifically for him. Oh my god, I can't think to imagine if there is 99% of weddings are no-pet weddings. Yeah, that's very true. I didn't even think about it. You could have found options if you tried. Info needed? Yeah, that's a good point. That is true. Was your dog in a delicate condition during the day of the wedding? I feel like a logical alternative would have been to try and leave him at the vet for that one night or a few hours and pay the price. Yeah, it depends on if the vet service offered that. Why am I getting sent links to Dashcon 2? Electric Boogaloo. Like I said, one of those days today. But I'm definitely not going to get a the a-hole. I'm going to say soft, you're the a-hole. Vet officers do boarding. You could have dropped the pup at the vet and picked him up. Look, listen, and look, I'm not saying that, you know, there could have been, you could have been there only for the ceremony and then went home. As long as you were in the attendance for the ceremony. Trust me, wedding days are massive. And you definitely they are hectic days. So turning up for the ceremony is the main important part. All the rest is extra cream on top. You know. What else is going on here? I want shorter ones. I don't want these longer ones. Oh, this. I have to read this. Am I the a-hole for telling my... this is not too bad. Am I the a-hole for telling my brother-in-law and sister-in-law to fuck off? Or should I apologize? And should I apologize? Bear with me. First of all, a-hole. Mainly because I see like 4 emojis on the screen right now. 3 emojis on the screen right now. But also, just looking at what's on the screen right now, I'm looking into the camera and looking into 3 different instances of this. I'm going to say that this is a-hole because this is not really worded in the nice way, particularly if you're starting off the sentence with, bear with me. You're trying to win people over here with a bear with me. Bear with me. I'm not good at putting my thoughts into words, so this may not make much sense, or probably will be all over the place. A crying emoji. Welcome to my brain. A-hole. Straight up. I live on a farm with my partner and kids. We have 2 dogs, purebred border collie, Zeus 1-year-old. What? Oh, and Zeus 1-year-old is the purebred border collie, and a purebred what is that word? Mary had a little lamb. Oh, Mary Mo, a sheepdog. Heck yeah. This is literally just turned into Dale watches dog videos online. I'm okay with that. Apollo, roughly 13 weeks old. 9 chickens and 2 Lucy guinea fowls. Cry laugh emoji. Why is that funny? Don't know why that's funny. Last Sunday, the 28th of July, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law came out with their kids and dog. Great. Mary had a little lamb. Dog. Put them in the fridge. It's my feedback. Everything can go in the fridge. Don't like someone? Throw them in the fridge. That's tomorrow's. We've started doing a quote of the day whiteboard here at the house. Maybe that should be my thing. That should be my quote for tomorrow. Don't like something? Shove it in the fridge. Don't like what someone's doing? Tell them to go fridge themselves. I'm kidding. That's not the quote of the day tomorrow. It might be. You never know. We always enjoy having them out here. Cousins playing, etc., etc. But we always have an issue with their dog chasing my poultry. Just say chickens, man. Don't. Oh, and guinea pigs. Guinea fowls are, I suppose, poultry too, I guess. Every time it happens, I'm having to catch the chickens and lock them up so they don't get eaten. Wouldn't you learn the first time? What? Wouldn't you learn the first time that they're gonna get eaten? What the? So obviously, without fail, their dog begins chasing my chicken. Lock them up! This is normal, like, you know that this is gonna happen. So just lock them up. It's not a big deal. Which all they do is yell the dog's name and does nothing. So I finally snapped. Oh, by the way, I'm adding punctuation in here because there is none. There's commas, but no periods. So there are periods, but not nearly often enough. So I finally snapped, got up and grabbed their dog and put a leash on it and told them to fuck off, and no more dogs are allowed here. That's not... I'm standing by this more and more. Which their responses of, she doesn't chase chickens, blah blah blah, was like I wasn't sitting there next to them witnessing the thing chase them. Okay, that's true. Ignorance is not bliss in this case. So they packed up their kids and the dogs and my other brother-in-law dog as well and left. Brother-in-law sent my partner a message saying that they will not be back out here until I apologise for being an asshole. Love that. I don't think I'm an asshole at all. My partner also doesn't think I'm an asshole. My oldest daughter's 7 in 2 weeks, and obviously I'd love her cousins to attend, but they'll only start talking to us again when I apologise. Should I? So what do strangers on the internet think? It's a sound I make when I wake up in the morning. Edit! Oh, God. I love a good edit. I should mention that the only came out to our farm probably twice a month. Again, it's very frequent. Why would you not... You know that they come out to the farm and this happens. Like, what on earth? Most times it's them stopping in on their way home from somewhere. As mentioned in a comment, this dog is a third child and goes everywhere with them. It's been a few times and I've asked them to leave their dog at home and has brought them with them. Okay, you can't dictate that. Okay. Outcome. I'm going to apologise for the tone and the way I told them to fuck off.
No.
Okay. Nor am I changing my mind on the dogs being banned. And then it's up to them whether they accept my apology or not. I don't know. No skin off my nose. Or from my nose. Ugh. Not the a-hole. Okay. For the dog... Oh, not the a-hole for the dog ban. Especially when you yourself have 2 dog breeds that are known to have a lot of energy and aren't chasing around the chickens. I think they owe you apologies for letting their dog run through, especially if it's causing stress and trouble for you for your animals. Okay. Not the a-hole. It's up to them to control their pets or leave them at home. Chickens aren't pets. The assholes are infuriating with food on your table. Interfering with the food on your table. Who knows? Okay, a lot of not the a-hole. They're stressing your poultry while being horrible dog owners. Okay. Why don't you put the chickens somewhere safe before they arrived? That's my point. That's my point. But a lot of people saying not the a-hole. So if you know their dog does this, why do you continue let them over with it? This comment is a copy of the rules. I don't know what that is. Not the a-hole. Sounds like a total win to me. Problem solved. Huh. Everyone sucks here. Okay. So, you know the dog chased the chickens in the past repeatedly. To me, you missed a lot of steps between locking up your chickens and telling them to fuck off. Yeah, there's no real... There's a lot of disconnect there. Why didn't you tell them leaving your dog at home? Why didn't you tell their dog they'd have to be tied up if they didn't control it? Yeah, I feel like there's a short fuse here. You know? There's definitely some correlation does not equal causation here. Alright, we got time for one more. One more. Another dog related. Not going to see my dad because his wife is there. Oh, that could be fun. Am I the a-hole for not paying my boyfriend's portion of the rent? Am I the a-hole for threatening to report my girlfriend's family's GoFundMe? Ooh. Okay. I mean, if she's doing something illegal, that's probably a good thing that you're going to report it, right? Probably definitely important. My 25 GF's 24's mother. What? My 25... Oh, he's 25 and his girlfriend's 24. Got it. Got it. Made a GoFundMe to raise money for a funeral for their grandpa. Okay. They were really tight on money and he died suddenly. My girlfriend and I asked around to close family and friends, mine and hers, and the GoFundMe ended up raising about $2,500. That's nothing to sneeze at. My family personally gave around $700. However, I love a good sentence that starts with however. My girlfriend's uncle ended up paying for the entire funeral, so my girlfriend's mum and sister didn't need to pay for using the GoFundMe funds. Yes! Report it! No, you're not the a-hole. So what are they going to do with the $2,500 then, huh? Huh? My family personally gave... Oh, sorry. This happened last November, and they had to return the money to the donors, and I assumed they just pocketed it. They are going through rough times, but I told my girlfriend this doesn't mean they get to keep the money raised because it was raised specifically for the funeral, and that's scamming our close friends and family. I told my girlfriend that she needed to have a serious talk with them, and to get the money returned, or I was going to report them. She is now furious at me for threatening to report them and get them into trouble, but this directly impacts my family and friends as well. Am I the a-hole for reporting this to GoFundMe? Well, you did this on Reddit, so you have effectively reported this to GoFundMe. They're not related, but I'd like to imagine so. No, you're not the a-hole. The funeral got paid for. That's... Someone's gonna take down this GoFundMe. Not the a-hole, but you're kind of screwed. You report them and the relationship is over. You don't then allow your family to get fleeced, and you will always know that your girlfriend will condone her family thieving ways. That's true. Your relationship ends if you report this GoFundMe. I'm just saying. Not the a-hole. You are the correct person who understands the exact value of money people donated theirs to your GS family for a specific reason, and it's really wrong on them to use it on something else. If she doesn't give the money back, report it. You're the a-hole. Wow, we're quick on this. Because you are assuming they pocketed the money. Find out if they have or are going to reimburse the uncle with the funds first before you possibly ruin a relationship with your girlfriend. Actually, I didn't think of that. That's very, very true. Holy jeepers, I didn't realize that could be it. Wow. Huh. They could pay the uncle back. But then, okay. He didn't say how much the funeral actually costed. Costed? Cost in the end. But then said uncle died and needed some cash for a funeral. It comes around. Yeah. That's true. Everyone sucks here. I feel like I'm getting everyone sucks here on all of these. What they're doing is wrong, there's no question. And your family donated. But really, in my world, if you tattle on people, you're a sewer rat. And it's fine to tell them they should return the money. But go to all those extremes? Come on, man. Says this commenter. Ooh, this got 2 downvotes. It's interesting. None of these other ones got any votes. Look at it this way. If you're driving and you see someone going over the speed limit, do you call the police? Ooh, okay. If I see someone robbing a bank, I'll call the police. If I see someone shoving photos of grandma in the fridge, then I'll say something. People do things that are against the law all the time. Says this commenter. And as a society, we're left to let them go. This should be no different. Okay. Well, hope those people find what they're looking for. I mean, it's a tough situation. That's a very good point from that one commenter that said, find out if your uncle wants reimbursement. Excuse me. Find out if the uncle wants reimbursement, and then whatever's left over, I wonder if you can put something up on GoFundMe that says, hey, the uncle paid for it, but your money went back to the uncle. Here's proof. I wonder if you could do that, GoFundMe. Or, I wonder if on GoFundMe you could go, hey, it cost $1,500. Here's $2,000, if that makes sense. But that is going to about do it for this live stream. We've been live for over an hour and a half, and that's where it's at with that. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, tomorrow, 10 AM, Australian Eastern Standard Time, is the last of the Adelaide videos. Those were so much fun to put together. So, stay tuned for that. The last of the Adelaide videos are coming live at you. 3rd of August, 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Last one. So, good to get those out of the way. I am working on a Pokemon Go project. Still. But that will take time. Don't know what's coming next for full-length videos. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that I've just pushed a bunch out. They were out when they were ready. The end. I kind of like that time frame for that. Next, Wednesday the 7th, I drink coffee that, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, that has been through a cat, a digested and extracted coffee bean that has been through the digestional tract of a cat, and I test it. That's coming up on Wednesday at 5 PM Australian Standard Time. Live stream next week from probably my kitchen, probably my lounge room, my actual lounge room. Because I think I'll have the office all packed up by then. So I'll have to figure out where I'm going to be live streaming next week. Or when. Also, when and where I will be live streaming next week. But yeah, live stream next week. I've currently got a schedule for Friday. Don't know where. Not in the office. Wednesday at 5 PM is the cat digestive tract coffee, and tomorrow is the last Adelaide video, which I'm super excited for. Thank you everyone for watching. If all that sounds good, please do consider subscribing. 80% of you who have watched my videos in the past week are not subscribed, so please do consider subscribing. It's free. gets us to our goals, and so we can smash out more of those Adelaide videos. If you liked those Adelaide videos, do consider smashing the subscribe button, like this stream, and I will see you all on the flip side. Bye.